Morning. This place has been awesome. I've had a great stay. It's a good night to be indoors last night. It rained all night. It was kind of gusty, windy too, but I think most of those storm remnants have moved on, and today's supposed to be much better with some sun poking out. Might be warming up, but I don't think it's going to be too hot. I'm kind of slow rolling it out of here, just finishing up eating some breakfast and packing. Probably going to be out of here by 9, and I think we're only doing about 22 kilometers is what today's going to look like. And I think the place I'm looking to stay at is more of a hostel type situation, I think. Very cheap. I think it was only about $20 equivalent, and looked like a room with bunk beds or something like that. So basic setup, looks more like a hostel. We'll kind of find out when we get up there. And I think that's about it. We'll get on the road here shortly. All checked out and on our way. The sun's poking out and the clouds are clearing. I think the weather's going to be nice. Pretty quiet on this end of town once you get away from the Bay Area and the tourist attraction stuff. Even though there wasn't many tourists out yesterday, maybe on account of the weather. Merged onto Route 45. The sign up there is reminding me about something with Ishinomaki and Kensenuma. I'll tell a story once there's no traffic and I don't know how to yell. It's a little bit quieter now as we head out of Matsushima on Route 346. There's another sign towards the town, Kensenuma. We will not be heading through there. We're going to be going straight north. And Kensenuma is kind of east along the coast. But I wanted to say, this area has reminded me of the great earthquake from 2011 in March. Did massive damage just from the quake, and then you had the devastating tsunami that just washed up and destroyed all these coastal towns up and down this whole area. You've got the Fukushima nuclear reactor to the south of here, south of Sendai, and then all these little towns like Ishinomaki sounds familiar as one that was devastated. And the reason Kensenuma sounds familiar to me is because the famous Japanese actor Ken Watanabe, which I'm sure you've seen before in some movies, like he played the main samurai leader in The Last Samurai. So that guy, he became a big advocate for relief efforts, and he made it his mission. He focused on the little town of Kensenuma, and because that place was just a little port town that was completely wiped off the map. So he helped out with a lot of rebuilding of there, and he opened up his own little cafe there, and they rebuilt the whole town. It'd be neat to drop in there, but it's a little bit out of the way for my current routing, but that'd be kind of cool to stop in there and see that little place. I think I'm going to poke my head into this Meiji Senketsu Park and see if there's a vending machine. It is hot and I'm already soaking with sweat going through my water a bit, so another top up on something cold and refreshing would be nice. Very nice. I think I'll grab something here and we'll take a sit down in the park for a little bit. Oh, this is nice for a little sit down break. There's no rush today. Well, that was a nice little rest stop. Wish we had something like that about every hour as we move through the day, but most likely not. The small town of Wakuya, 15 kilometers. That's where we're staying at tonight, at a hostel. Landscape is opening up to a nice wide valley area. The next town we're coming up to is Kashimadai. Growing lots of rice. I'm getting off the main route. That got real dangerous real fast. The sidewalk and the shoulders just disappeared, and there's heavy truck traffic going by. So I don't want to do that. There should be some paralleling farm roads. I can walk, so this should not be an issue. Coming into the small town of Kashima Dai. And it's time to find some lunch. Coming across a mini stop. Load up here and just gotta find a place to eat it as usual. Well, it's always nice when you can have your lunch just right there at the shop. Back on our way, and I think we got less than 10 kilometers. Joining on to Route 346, northbound. Crossing the Naruse River. Our destination for tonight is in the small town of Wakuya, just ahead across this open plain. And I gotta jump to the other side of the road for the sidewalk, but just a couple more kilometers left. It looks like corn growing out here. Coming into Wakuya, I'm gonna drop into a 7-Eleven first, load up on some dinner supplies, and then next is the hostel. I'll see you there. Well, here we go, getting all settled in. Met the host, and nice little place. Gotta get cleaned up. A lot of basic amenities, but yep, it's like a bunk room style place. Perfect little hostel type of thing for any type of traveler, hiker. So this is perfect for me. I gotta get cleaned up, and there's this area and a little kind of a free hangout room with a TV and stuff. So that'll be where I'll be having my dinner later. Well, fresh out of a shower, feeling good. I think I'm gonna go chill in the common area, have my lunch, work on videos and the usual. They said I'm the only one who's booked for tonight, so I've either got this whole place for myself, or unless someone else stumbles in looking for a place to stay at the last minute. But otherwise, I'm all alone here, so that's kind of cool. But I think that will be it for now. It's been a good day of hiking. It's been warm, but not super hot. And I think the same temperature is kind of that 29 to 30 degrees will continue. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all in the morning. Good morning. I've had a great stay here. Good night. Finishing packing up. I'm going to have my breakfast and then we'll be on our way. Today's going to look like short, only about 20 kilometers to the next little town of Tome, where I've got a hotel up there booked. So I'll check back once we're ready to rock and back on the road. All set and ready to go for the day. Had a lovely stay. Heading out of Wakuya. There's the old Wakuya castle. Don't know if it's mostly original or reconstruction. Windy again today. It's been breezy last couple of days in a row. Joined back onto Route 346. We pass up and around some hills. Looks like the sidewalk going away. And there's tons of traffic on this road. This is not the safest, but there's no alternates. It's kind of straight through this pass. There's a little bit of a tunnel up here. Yeah, it's really fun when the road gets this narrow and big trucks going past. It's real nice when there's a break in the traffic for a second. Some of these areas are really pretty up here. Coming out of the mountain pass, looks like we might be picking up a little bit of a sidewalk finally again. Nice little airstream. Getting into some open plains. I think it's supposed to be flat farmland for the rest of the day till we get to the town of Tome. There's a 7-Eleven. Time to stop in for some lunch supplies. I'm all set. Only about another kilometer up is a Michino Eki. So I'm gonna move up to there and hang out, have my lunch, and just chill. We got plenty of time to kill. I'm already over halfway done for the day. There's the Michino Eki, Yoneyama. What's cool is they've got a little sumo ring here. Looks like it's in good condition and actively used from time to time. That's pretty sweet. Done with lunch break, ready to get back on the road. I was hanging out there for over an hour. I think we only got about 8 kilometers left. And we've made a turn onto Route 198. The sidewalk's wider than the road. Looks like lots of corn. I like seeing stuff other than rice. The whole country doesn't need to be planting rice. There's a lot of other veggies people need to be eating. A couple of cattle farms out here too. They definitely got cows in that one. The weather hasn't been bad today. It's still 30 degrees, but it's just overcast enough to keep the sun intensity down, and the blowing breeze is nice. We've entered the town of Tome on the south end, working our way around to the west side of town. That's where the hotel is at, the Hotel Route Inn. And gonna stop at a little konbini first to pick up the dinner supplies I need. There's our next destination. We get a Family Mart for the resupply. We drop in there, get some dinner supplies, and then I think it's only another 1.5 kilometers to our hotel, so not much further. Okay, it's time to finish up the day, just a little bit further. There it is, the Route Inn. All checked in, good to go. Standard nice little business hotel. I got the really cheap room, which means there's no bath or shower or anything in this room, so I gotta use the public bath downstairs. There is a toilet and a bed, and that's about it for this room. But, man, I think that's it. I'm gonna get cleaned up. I gotta do laundry. I've got enough stuff for dinner, and nothing else is gonna be happening. Those are gonna be my main chore options, so I'll probably just sign off here. Get some videos uploaded. It's been a couple of days since I was able to get some videos uploaded, so I gotta get that caught up. Should be able to get that going, and that is it. We're good to go. Continuing north to Morioka as the next big town. Planning on taking a zero there, so that's a couple of days away still. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the morning.